In this order of operations review, you're going to see 3 examples, and you're going to do 3 practice problems, and you're going to check your answers for those problems. Okay, so we're going to put examples over here and practice over here. All right, let's take a look. Here I'm going to start with an example. And if you look at an example and you think, I know how to do that, then you know what? Do it first and play the video on double speed and see if you got it. Okay, so let's take a look. Order of operations, do I have grouping symbols? Nope. Do I have exponents? Oh, I do. Here's one, right? I have this. So this is 3 squared is 3 times 3, that's 9. Now I'm going to bring down this. I'm going to bring down this 20. And look, over here, I have multiplication. Let's go ahead and do that at the same time, right? Because multiplication comes before this addition. So that plus sign is going to bring down to the next step. But let's go ahead and do this multiplication here. 2 times 4 is 8. Now look what I have left. I have addition, I have subtraction. Remember, addition and subtraction, they happen at the same time from left to right. So because the subtraction is on the left, that happens first. This is 11 plus 8. And I get 19. Okay, so now you're going to do a practice problem. And here's the deal. The thing you should do is you should copy down this practice problem, then pause, do the problem, and come back here. And I'm going to tell you, your work, when you take a picture of this page, your work needs to look like mine, right? It needs to be neat. You need to work it out line by line, step by step. And I will tell you, you should get the answer 1. But if you submit your work to me and it just looks like this, that's not acceptable. You need to show the work and show me how you get from this to 1. I'm telling you the answer because I want you to check your work. But I'm not telling you how to do it because I want you to figure it out. Okay? If you need more help, go back and watch the example again. But you should be able to figure this out and get to the answer 1. Let's try another example. Okay, first question you ask yourself, does it have grouping symbols? And the answer is yes. Actually, there's 2 grouping symbols. There's this set of parentheses right here, and there's also this fraction bar. So that's a group up there. Let's do both of those. So I'm going to copy the 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. Plus, this 8 plus 7, that's in a group. It's on the top of a fraction. So 8 plus 7 is 15 over 3. And I'm going to bring down this minus 2. Now what do I have? I have multiplication right here. I have addition. I have division. And I have subtraction. Multiplication and division happen first. So I'm going to go ahead and do those first. So this multiplication is 4 times 2. That's 8. This is division right here. That's 15 divided by 3. I'm going to bring down this plus sign. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And bring down minus 2. Okay, now addition and subtraction from left to right. I'm going to go ahead and do this addition first. I get 13 minus 2, which is 11. Okay, so here's your practice problem. Okay, now you're going to use your example and you're going to do the same process I did. I'm going to ask myself, are there grouping symbols? Are there exponents? Are there, right? Is there multiplication division? You're going to do this. I'm going to tell you, when you get your answer, you should get 19. So now you know if you did it correctly, but I'm not telling you how to do it because you can figure it out. Okay? So go ahead and pause and do that before you continue. And here's the last one. Okay, first question I asked myself, are there grouping symbols? Okay, so there are. In fact, there's 2. There's brackets and there's parentheses. I do the inner ones first, so I'm going to do these parentheses first. So I'm going to bring down everything else. Inside these parentheses, 5 minus 3, it's 2. Okay, and notice once I can put parentheses around it, it's not wrong, but once I've simplified everything inside, I can actually ditch the parentheses, right? Unless see how there's like a number on the outside of these brackets? That means multiplication, that means something. But here, these parentheses were just here to group these numbers together, and now that I've done the operation, I don't need to keep the parentheses. But I do need to remember that there was an exponent on this. Okay, so I did grouping symbols. Now, I still have grouping symbols in my problem, so I'm not done with grouping symbols, but within the grouping symbol, I have an exponent, so I need to deal with that next. So this is 7 minus 2 squared means 2 times 2, and that's 4. Now I have grouping symbols, so I'm going to do that. 7 minus 4 is 3. And now I have a number next to brackets. That means multiplication, and I get 15. Okay? So now you're going to try your last practice problem. So once you copy this, you're going to pause, you're going to try it, and I'm going to tell you what answer you should get if you do it correctly. Okay? You should get 26. So use your example, make your work look like mine, and make sure you get the answer 26.